Hello and welcome. It's Saffron here, and today we are talking about self-trust. All through January, we're going to be talking about self-trust, and today specifically, we're going to be talking about moving from a place of self-doubt into a place of self-trust. So it's all about reconnecting with your intuition. And when we're little, when we're babies, we all know our intuition, we know our feelings, we don't doubt them. We feel fully confident that our feelings are valid, that other people should be responding to our feelings. And as we go through life, our conditioning, our experiences, sometimes our traumas take us away from that, and we start to take lessons from that that tell us that we should be listening to something else and that someone else knows what's best for us, or something else will tell us how to feel. So maybe we're learning that it's this time and so we eat, or maybe we're learning that the news will tell us how we should be feeling, or our friends will tell us what we should be thinking, and often we do this so that we can be loved. Your friends will tell you what to think, and if you think the same as they think, then you'll be loved by them. Or you need to be this kind of acceptable person in order to be loved, or you need to not show or express this certain sort of feeling in order to be loved. And we come to the point where maybe we struggle to even get in touch with our intuition anymore. Maybe we don't even know what our intuition is. So today we are going to do some tapping for that. So when we've reached this place of not knowing what our intuition is, we can find that we're doubting ourselves, we're doubting our decision making skills, we're checking in with people all of the time. Am I doing the right thing? Am I feeling the right way? Am I behaving properly? What should I do in this situation? And so when you've got a decision to make, rather than sort of checking in with yourself and thinking, okay, what does my inner knowledge, what does my body tell me about what is the right thing to do in this situation? Maybe you're going to a friend that you hold up in high regard and saying, what do I need to do in this situation? And they, of course, with all of the best intentions, will give you their answers, not yours. And that can often lead us into situations that might not be ideal. So, in returning to self-trust, we're going to do some EFT. So if you have not tapped with me before, all you need to do is tap where I'm tapping on the points, which we will talk about more in another video. There is a learn how to do EFT video very early on the channel, and I'm planning to do some more very soon. So we begin here on what's called the karate chop point on the side of the hand, and you can repeat after me. Even though I've spent a long time learning not to trust my feelings, not to trust my intuition, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I've spent a long time learning that there are other things and other people who know better what's good for me than I do, I choose to love and accept all of myself exactly as I am. Even though I feel so much doubt when it comes to connecting with my intuition. I'm not even sure I know how to do that anymore. And I choose to love and accept all of myself anyway. And now we're going to move around the points, so beginning with the eyebrow. All of this self-doubt. I never learnt how to trust my intuition. I learnt how not to. When I was born, I knew my feelings. And I made the assumption that those feelings were valid. And somewhere along the line, I began to doubt that assumption. I began to wonder if other people knew better. I began to learn that to be loved meant to not express my feelings. I began to learn to listen to others. And listening to others is a good thing, but not when it comes to my own decision making. I'm ready to listen to me now. How do I feel and what do I need? I'm ready to tune in to my own intuition. I'm ready to tune into the wisdom of my body. I'm ready to allow my heart to tell me how I feel in any given moment, what feels right and what feels wrong for me, and what the answers are to any problem. Part of me feels really scared to do this. I'm not used to trusting my intuition. I don't want to lean too heavily on it. I'm not sure it can hold me up. And it's okay that I feel that way. And I'm ready to start testing its strength now. I'm ready to pay attention to my intuition in small ways at first, so that I can really trust it in big ways. I'm making friends with my intuition now. Getting to know the deep wisdom of my own heart. A wisdom that's lived in me forever. A wisdom that belongs solely to me. Accepting this wonderful gift that I've been given. Learning to use it in beautiful ways. Learning to trust myself. Learning that my wisdom is as good as anyone's. Learning that when it comes to my life, maybe it's better. Ready to hold this wisdom now. Ready to love every part of it. Tuning in, listening, and trusting me. And take a deep breath. How did that feel? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me what came up for you, whether any memories came to the surface, whether any images or beliefs. These are the things that can come up when we're tapping, and they're really useful to notice. It's always really good to do a bit of journaling when you're tapping, especially if you're tapping on your own. You don't need to so much if you're tapping with a practitioner, because you'll move into what came up for you. So when I'm tapping with a client, we will tap around like that. Maybe it will be more specific depending on what the client brings up, and then we'll go deeper into what comes out. So don't be surprised if when you're tapping lots of things come into mind that you wouldn't expect, or your thoughts start to flow in a different way, and that is your intuition. That is your own inner knowing telling you what's at the core of this, what is at the core of whichever challenge you are looking at that time. So I would love to know how that went for you. If you would like to work with me one-to-one, the booking link is in the comments below. I would really love to hear from you, and I offer a free consultation, 30-minute consultation, so that you can talk through what we might do together and whether that is the right thing for you. So thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for doing this practice with me, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video where we'll talk some more about self-trust.